Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Premier League show. I did the Red Amaran part earlier today. If you want to go check it out, people, if you haven't done so already, check that one out with Rasta and Ray. But we're back for the Prem show. Back for the second time today. If you're in the UK, but big up to Prophet who's here. Josh and Jack will not be on today's show. King will be joining us in just a little bit. Just shortly, but Prophet, hope everything's okay on your side and hope you're well, my guy.
Yeah, man, all good, man. Hope you're well as well.
Yeah, not outside of football, not too bad. Football, hey, listen, long day for me, long day for me. But we'll get into that in just a bit. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and subscribe to Prophet as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. I'll put the link in the description of the video, and as well as the rest of the Mandem's channels who are on this show, or on the show and on this channel, who appear on this channel. So always subscribe and support each other and hit the like button on the video. Make sure you guys get to at least 15 likes on the video. Will do. 15 likes will do. And yeah, let's go, Prophet. I mean, let's talk about football, Premier League. Where should we start? I mean, Arsenal, top of Christmas. Do you want to start with United just to get it out of the way? Aston Villa 10 wins in a row. Do you want to talk about the City game? I mean, United's irrelevant nowadays, so I mean, I don't think we start with United too much, unfortunately. But we'll start with Arsenal. I think that's where we'll start. I think Arsenal, Everton, top of the league. I didn't watch the game because obviously it was late where I was and I was heading to bed. But I was up for the first half. I didn't really pay attention to what happened, but I obviously saw Gyökeres score his penalty from a clip. And look, Arsenal needed 3 points. That's all they needed. It was 3 points. Arsenal got the 3 points that they needed to stay top by Christmas. But then we all know what happens when the Arsenal goes top by Christmas. We all know we see the same story before. Oh, it is what it is. But what do you make of the Arsenal game, and what do you make of them getting the victory against Everton on the weekend?
I think it was typical Arsenal, wasn't it? Not good football, kind of crap to watch, but they got the job done, didn't it? I did think it would be a bit of a banana skin, to be fair, because Arsenal's record at Everton isn't usually a good record. They usually struggle there. But they went there and got the win. It wasn't pretty, bro. You know, I'll be honest, Everton probably should have had a penalty as well. It wasn't pretty, but they got the job done. They stay top of the league for now. And they really needed to win this game, to be fair, bro, because when you look at their next couple of games, up until the end of January, they've got a big, a tough run. So they needed to start some sort of winning momentum again. Recently, they've kind of gone off the ball a bit, bro. They struggled against Everton. They struggled against Wolves as well, lost to Villa. So they have kind of lost the spot they had early on in the season. But yeah, but they got the win, but they're not convincing at the moment. If I'm a City fan, I wouldn't be looking at them with fear. You know, they're very, very catchable at the moment.
Yeah, they are. 100%. Continue, bro. Sorry, continue.
No, that was it, bro. So they go top of the league. I think they're I believe they're 3 points ahead of City or something. Is it 4 points or something like that?
They're 2 points ahead of City.
2 points ahead of City. Yeah.
2 points.
So yeah, it's I can't lie, bro. I think City will catch them. I'll be totally honest. They're showing vulnerability now. They're showing like they are feeling the pressure as well. So if I actually look at their next couple of games, well, I don't know if you've seen them. I'll just read them out to you now.
Yeah.
So after Everton, bro, they play Brighton at home, Villa at home, Bournemouth away, Liverpool at home, and Forest away, and United at home. So, bro, I can't lie. I don't see them winning all of them games.
Tough games, man. But who does City play?
City's next couple of games are, I believe they actually have. Let's have a look. So, City play Forest away, Sunderland away, Chelsea at home, Brighton at home, and then United away.
That's going to be a tough one. That Sunderland will be tough for Man City, I think.
Yeah, Forest away as well. Yeah.
Forest away. Sorry, say it again. You said Forest away.
Forest away, Sunderland away, Chelsea at home, Brighton at home, and then United away.
Brighton at home, United away. Did City lose to Chelsea the last time they played? Or they haven't played yet this season?
They lost to Brighton. Yeah, I think it was the third game of the season. They lost at the Amex.
Have Chelsea beaten Man City this season, or have they not played yet this season? Chelsea and Man City.
They haven't played yet. They're going to play. I think this is the first time they play each other. Yeah.
Okay. Big up, King. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're
Big
well.
up.
Big up.
Hope your trip's going well. And make sure you guys subscribe to African King Academy. People videos coming along the way. But sorry, Prophet, continue for a second and I'll let King go after.
But yeah, bro. Obviously on paper, I'd say City have definitely got the easier one. Although they do have some hard games in there. Like you said, Sunderland. Sunderland away is not going to be easy. I don't think Brighton at home will be easy either. I don't even think United away will be easy for them either. So yeah, Chelsea, you never know with Chelsea. So they have got a hard one as well, but I think Arsenal is a lot harder on paper.
The one thing about United is, as bad as we are, we tend to get a result against Man City every single season. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
We can be so bad, but yet we can still get results against Man City. You know what I mean? It's typical Man United. But yeah, no, I hear you, bro. But then again, City know how to play against these sides. City know what it takes. They know how to cope with pressure. They know how to deal with pressure. Arsenal, on the other hand, they're signing players that, all right, Eze has gotten over the line because he's won a cup. He's won a trophy. Gyökeres knows how to get over the line because he's won the league in Portugal. So he knows how to get over the line in tight games. Who else do they have? They don't really have many players that have gotten over the line. That's why you see Arsenal crumbling. Declan Rice got over the line with West Ham winning the Conference League, so he's a player that's won a trophy, right? Before people call me crazy and deluded, like I judge football with trophies. So football is the aim of football. The defined metric in football is trophies. You have to get over the line first to be able to be able to sort of cope with the pressure of knowing how to win. Look at Declan Rice. Like he's finally got over that hurdle with West Ham. Who else in that Arsenal team has gotten over the line? You have some players there that have got over the line, but a lot of their squad has not got over the line. David Raya has not got over the line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they've got players there that have not gotten over the line. So that's the thing. So
exactly, bro. And the thing is, City have got players that have got over the line. So
yeah, they haven't. So King's just left there, but hopefully he should be back. But yeah. Now then again, City have players that know how to get over the line. They have a manager that's a proven winner. Arteta has not gone over the line yet, although he did win the FA Cup, yes, but with a team that was not his. He's built a completely different team now. So he has players like Eze, who's got over the line with Palace. Saka, who I don't know if he was there for the FA Cup. I think he was, but he hardly played in the cup run, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Somebody has to correct me. But King, what did you make of Arsenal's 1-0 win against Everton, and what are your thoughts on the game?
Oh, Arsenal Everton on the weekend. It was poor. It was sleep-inducing. I made a declaration on Vigilani's channel. I'm making it here as well. I'm not watching Arsenal no more, man. It's depressing. I ain't gonna lie. As an Arsenal fan, I would be upset to watch that kind of football. It's because, and it's many things. I think Gyökeres isn't being supplied. Odegaard's not good enough. The style of football is plainly boring, and I think they were very lucky to come away with the 1-0 win. And Everton should have got a penalty as well. That was a blatant foul. Zubimendi should have been sent off. But outside of the bad refereeing choices, I think it was a very poor game. And if it wasn't for the penalty, it would have finished 0-0. I think both teams didn't really play well. I think Arsenal just got away with the 3 points again. And this is back-to-back weeks where they've played terribly and got the win, which, I mean, you could say it's champions, but I think it's unsustainable. And if they continue to play this way, they're going to start losing games very soon because they've got tougher fixtures coming up. So they need to rejig the way they play. The fact that Eze never got onto the pitch at all the whole game is disgusting to me. I think he's a creative spark that you need to put on in the second half. And the same things I think about Arsenal hold true. Terrible football, terrible manager, and we'll probably by this winter period we'll probably be second or even third.
I hear you. Sanket, I will get to your comments in a bit about United. We'll talk about United later in the show. Big up to you though, bro. Big up to you. Just leave your comments there. I'll get back to them very soon. Appreciate you though. Oliver Glasner won more trophies than Arteta. If Arsenal not win a major trophy this season, for me, Arsenal management should move on from Arteta and appoint Glasner forever, guys. I hear you. 100%. I will get to your comments later, bro. Big up to Mr. Joshua J in the chat. Make sure you guys subscribe. Big up to the guy. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Bless up, bro. And yeah. One thing about Arsenal I find is just like when they were scoring 5-6-0, when they were slapping teams, that was the most entertaining I think I've watched from them, even though they didn't win shit. I was like, Arsenal I can actually watch Arsenal games and actually enjoy football. Like they're actually playing good football. What you're watching right now is just like Stoke City-esque style football. Exactly. Like cool, I get it. Like I always say, results over performances, and 100%. And I always say results should always be the number one barometer of. But then again, entertainment is also another thing. If your fans start checking out, then that's not good for you as a club because then you'll be worried about, oh, who's gonna tune in to watch us now? Oh, who's gonna tune in to watch Arsenal? Oh, who's gonna tune in to watch, them play? You know what I mean? This is me speaking on Arsenal's behalf. Obviously, I can give a shit about Arsenal. I can give a shit how they play, yeah. But then again, 3 points is what they got and what they needed before Christmas. And yes, they have dropped points in the last few games, and they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have dropped points to Sunderland. They shouldn't have dropped points to who else did they drop points to? Okay, Chelsea was fair.
Who else did they drop points to?
They dropped points to. They lost to Aston Villa. They were like 8 points ahead of Man City, I think.
Yeah, exactly. 8, and now it's what?
So
it's not that much now.
So there you go. That just tells you a lot you need to know about Arsenal. But then again, if they get 3 points, they can't complain much performance-wise. Sure, maybe, just maybe. But then again, top of Christmas is what they expected, what they needed, going into the last 2 fixtures of the season. Obviously, they're going to play Brighton at home this weekend.
Brighton at home.
Brighton at home, and then they're going to go to play against Villa at home, which is 2 tough games to end the year. So Arsenal need to pick up 6 points. They're going to have to try and outperform them because I know Brighton will keep the ball a lot. Aston Villa are going to have a lot of the ball. They're going to try and pass through Arsenal because then again, Arsenal also missing key players. Gabriel's a key player. They're missing players that they need big time, and Rice is not fully fit. Zubimendi he's so. Gyökeres hasn't hit the ground running this season. So if you're missing key players and your main guys are not stepping up, all in one, it's just not going to work out for you. You know what I mean? This season. Big ups to Lou and big ups to you, brother. Hope you're well, my guy. Bless up, my G. Bless up, bro. Bless up. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on Arsenal. And then, anyone add anything more before we go on to the next game?
Nope.
We can we'll give score predictions for Arsenal Crystal Palace now anyways. Arsenal Crystal Palace, what are you guys saying? I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal.
1-1 Arsenal to win on penalties.
Okay. King, what's your score prediction for Arsenal Crystal Palace then?
2-1 Arsenal.
Okay.
2 corners. Corner. And more corners.
Big up Andre. Was gonna ask you guys rate Gyökeres. I do. But he's not being used to his strengths. And that's the thing. It's like Arsenal have our striker and we have their striker. Sesko is like the perfect type of striker for Arsenal. Stand in the box cross and stand for a header. He's the perfect striker for Arsenal. Gyökeres is like a striker that's suited for us. because he's a guy that can play in behind. You know what I mean? Easy win for Arsenal? No, it's not easy. Palace are a good side, man. They're gonna want to go for the cups. Palace are gonna want to go for the cups, man. Palace are gonna try and go for the Conference League, and they're gonna try and go for the Carabao Cup. And of course, they do have the FA Cup, but I still think Palace will try and win the Conference League and the Carabao Cup. Like one thing about Glasner that he's kind of changed the mentality at Crystal Palace. That he now wants to go for the trophies rather than care about league finish. And that's the right mentality for a club like that, because Palace are a club side that have not won anything in their history up until last season. So fair play to Palace. They're actually finally knowing what it's like to win. So they need to have that winning mentality going into the season. So that's what I'm saying. I think obviously they do have the FA Cup. They still have the Conference League. They can still get Europe in the Premier League, but you can try and win the Conference League and go through and go to the Europa League via there. And the next season you'll be in the Europa League with even more money to spend and try and improve the squad even more. So that's something that Glasner's trying to build. But then one issue is Glasner might not renew at Palace. So that's another issue they have to get over. If Glasner does not renew at Palace, then that's something that they need to try and try and sort out. Palace playing third game in 5 days. Yeah, I get that, but then again, they probably didn't even go full strength in the Premier League on the weekend. They got slapped by Leeds, didn't they? So
they did.
But they're not going to go full strength. There's a game tonight. Yeah, I know, but I already made this clear that only Big Six teams on Monday night will be the show will be on Tuesday instead. If there's no Big Six team playing on Monday night, we're not going to do a Premier League show on Tuesday. This only applies to Big Six teams. So like United, Newcastle, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City. No Tottenham. I'm not sparing a thought for them. You know what I mean? All jokes aside, though, like only if the big clubs play on Monday night, I will do the show on Tuesday. So like United play Monday night, we're doing the show on Tuesday instead. So we'll review the game on Friday. We'll review the Fulham Forest game on Friday. But last minute score predictions, you guys give your score prediction on Friday anyway. So if you have any last minute score predictions, we can give it right now. I'm saying 1-1 Fulham, Nottingham Forest.
0-0.
0-0?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Score.
2-1 Fulham, but I'm gonna change my Palace Arsenal one. I'm doing it 2-1 Palace. Actually, I thought about it. I think Glasner wants to win it more than Arteta will. I think if it's 1-1, Glasner will go for the win while Arteta will defend, and I think that's how Palace win.
Fair enough. Palace got 1 day rest. They went full team. They rotated in the Conference League, but 1 day rest is so horrible with squad depth. Yep. Man United, Newcastle on Friday. Yeah, we're gonna preview the game on Friday. We're gonna do Premier League predictions on Friday night, but FPL prior. 2-1 Fulham. Okay. Next game we've got. Where should we go next? City win against.
We'll get City West Ham.
City. I hardly watched the game, but what I saw was City just completely destroyed them.
Yeah, exactly. What was the score again in this one? Was it 2-0 or 3-0? 3-0, yeah. Routine win for City. I don't think anyone expected anything less, to be fair. I think we all expected them to beat West Ham, especially at home. City are getting into a bit of a groove now. You can see them getting into their groove of winning. So, yeah. Peak for Arsenal.
It is. City are hitting form earlier than usual. Earlier than scheduled. You know when they're playing the schedule to land, right? It's landing like an hour earlier. This year, City are doing it two months earlier. You know what I mean? Big up, Josh. What's your score prediction for the Arsenal Palace game, bro? What's your score prediction for the Arsenal Palace game, real quick? AW being missing for West Ham. Yeah, he's been a crucial player for them. Wan-Bissaka. Anyways, back to Man City. Prophet, what's your thoughts on the game, real quick? And then
watching the game, to be fair, I do think West Ham tried to play a bit, but didn't actually come and sit mad deep. I thought they tried to play a bit. City did give up a bit of possession, but I think you've seen that with City a lot this season. They're giving up possession a lot. They've given up possession a lot. But it was a routine win, but never did they look like they were in danger of letting the lead slip or not. And just
Yeah.
routine win, bro. A routine win for City.
Yeah.
To be fair, I know they were top, and then Arsenal did go back top. But look,
Yeah.
City won't be worried, man. They'll see what Arsenal are doing. They'll be like, you know what? Yeah, that team are vulnerable. We can catch them. So Pep found his best. Yeah.
I played a Pep. Pep played a Pep.
Light work, man. Light work.
Yeah, light work. Jared Bowen should have most of the bigger club with Declan Rice. I agree. 100%.
He still can, probably, innit? I think he still can.
He's still got I think he's got like a few years left to do. It's like what, 30 now? He's in his prime. He should be able to go to a big club. So I think he can definitely go to a bigger club. No problem. Easy City win. Liverpool made it harder than it should have been. Chelsea, great comeback. Arsenal sharp performance, at least got another win. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, Josh. That's fair. It's either Turkey or Reinders swap with Doku is out, so both started the game, yeah. But King, what did you make of Manchester City 3-0 win over West Ham at home?
Oh, well, the Haaland has settings. So the Haaland went just to level 2 goals and an assist. Man City does what they need to do, and as long as you have the Haaland, you're fine. I think it was as you guys said, a routine win. Haaland with 2 goals and an assist. As I said, he when he wakes up in the morning, he has different settings. Level 1 for easy teams, level 2 if he wants to be mean, and then level 3 for the bigger teams. He just went to like level 1.5. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't full kill mode because normally the full kill mode Haaland would get a hat trick, but a nice comfortable brace, good assist to Reinders as well, and I'm liking the fact that Reinders has started to show his quality. Nico Gonzalez has become a good deputy for Rodri as well. So, and obviously Cherky as well. Cherky has shown the qualities that the reason why Man City bought him. He's starting to play a lot better now. So and Foden as well. So I feel like they have a front three that they can rely on, and then they've got the injection of pace with Doku and Savinho if they need it. Midfield is starting to come together. I think that's last couple seasons their midfield has been imbalanced without Rodri, and now they got Nico Gonzalez that can kind of cover those deficiencies that they had in the past. And yeah, man, I think City are going to be a problem. I think their defense is starting to get a lot stronger. Guardiola and Diaz is a good partnership, and yeah, just starting to hit their stride. It's a bad time for the rest of the league. I don't see anyone stopping them, honestly.
When Pep starts tinkering, he can tinker with the squad. He's a genius. He'll be able to figure it out. Pep will be able to figure it out.
He only tinkers in big games, so finals and semi-finals and stuff like that. No DM against Chelsea. So in the games, like in the regular games, he just leaves it how it is. He knows his 11 and he continues. But it's the bigger games where you think you don't know what Pep's gonna do. Maybe not play with a DM, not play with a striker, do something different just because he overthinks things. And you can see that with the disciples of Pep, that they overthink as well, with the likes of Enzo Maresca, Arteta, even what's his face Enrique at PSG. They overthink at times, and that kind of catches them out. So yeah, that's the only time Pep overthinks is when a big game's coming up. He'll overthink a little piece and probably lose a final or a semi-final or a big game just because he overdid it. But most time, he's just going to run through these teams. And
especially
as I said, as long as the Haaland is healthy, there's nothing stopping City right now.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I mean, obviously, same as when you guys beat them in Porto as well. I think Pep was overthinking that day as well. And obviously, when we beat them in the FA Cup final back in 2024, Arsenal, no excuses. We beat Pep while he was here, so you can beat Pep while he's here too. You know what I mean? There's no excuse, man. Man talks about Arteta being better than Ten Hag, but Ten Hag won a trophy against Pep. So what's your excuse? I didn't rate Ten Hag, by the way. I thought Ten Hag was shit. So it's just me trying to take the piss. Will they improve when Rodri comes back? I don't think they're gonna improve. I think it's just gonna. I don't think it will change much. I think City are already playing the best they already can. It's not gonna improve more. I think City is already at their peak. I think City have reached their peak. Now they're just gonna go on a mad run now. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll get any better because, like I said, Nico Gonzalez is already doing Rodri's role. He's already playing and he's already in place of Rodri. I think. Do you know what? And it might sound
No, it will get better because Rodri's a better player than Nico Gonzalez. So it will get better. It will just be a slight improvement. It won't be a drastic change like you usually see when Rodri come back.
Yeah. Results will be the same. They'll still pick up results, but they won't be amazing like improvement. It'll just be like, you know what, it'll be the same as what they're getting right now, but just slightly more.
You can play with both of them. I think he might even tinker it with having both of them on. And that might even be in the bigger games to give them more control.
I think it's a bit too defensive, I can't lie to you, but Turkey shows us sometimes invest money in small things to make great for the future, and sometimes big investment can make situations
You
worse.
need that in the bigger games.
Turkey's doing quality, man.
I think another thing about City this year, bro. Sorry about that. When you look at City play, they're not that same mad possession-based team that they used to be before. You know,
no,
they're now, they're happy to give other teams the ball. But you saw it against Arsenal. You saw it against Liverpool as well. They're not overly reliant on just having the ball at all times.
Even United times they gave the ball.
Exactly. Even United had more possession than City. He had so.
Yeah, we could have scored the opening goal, man. But
exactly. So it's good on Pep that he's finally adapted and he's ditched his stubborn so-called possession game, and I think that's made City better this year.
Yeah, he's adapted to Haaland finally. He's played to Haaland's strengths. That's what Arteta needs to do for Gyökeres. That's how you unlock. Look at Haaland this season compared to last season. He's unreal. Why? Because he's able to counter. He's able to run in behind because Pep's allowing the spaces to happen by allowing for teams to come on to City and then they can counter. Also, in certain games, you can play Rodri and Gonzalez together because that could even double up the counter. You play real defensive, and then you just hit them on the break with the likes of Doku, with the likes of Haaland, with the likes of Foden, with the likes of Cherki. And they are going to make the right decisions at the right time. And also, Donnarumma has strengthened up their defense because we all know if you have an elite goalkeeper in the back, the centre-backs are going to play a lot better because they're comfortable, they're calm. They know that Donnarumma is going to make that save. He's going to make the right pass. He's going to rate the right move.
What do you guys? Where do you guys rank Donnarumma in terms of the best in the world?
I think he's the best keeper in the world right now. Like, if we're talking 2025, he's the best keeper in the world this year because obviously what he did with PSG. I think what he did with PSG, the year he had. I think it's currently, if we're talking current this season, this year, calendar year, he's the best keeper in the world right now. If we're talking man to man, I think Courtois is the best keeper in the world. But I think Donnarumma has been the best keeper in the world this year. Forget the rest of the years. This year, he's been the best keeper in the world. I have to give it to him. I'll be real.
No, I'll put him third. I still believe that Courtois and Alisson are better than him.
I think Courtois is better than him. I agree. But I'm talking just 2025 as a whole. He's probably been the best keeper this year.
Yeah, no, I'm still saying 2025 Courtois has been better than him. Courtois just been injured at times. And then Alisson, the same thing. But when Courtois and Alisson are playing, you can see the level of difference that it is for Madrid and Liverpool when they're on the pitch compared to when the other goalkeepers are.
Would you guys not put Neuer up there no more? Or do you think Neuer's done that?
I still do. I still do. I still think
he's top 5, but he's just not top 3. Neuer's top 5. He rounds up the 5th place.
I'm still putting Neuer up there for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. 100%. For sure. He's definitely in that.
But he's starting to get on a bit. I ain't gonna lie, he got injured the other day, so I think he might be Donzo.
You know what? The good thing about goalkeepers is, they're not like players. They can play till like early 40s usually. So that's why I'm not worried about Alisson and Courtois. They can go on for years yet.
Van der Sar even played till 40.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, you're right. I think keepers can last till about 40 years old. You know what I mean? Can you make a list of top 10 keepers currently? Hold on. Let me read something. Hypnos Donnarumma was not good on the ball in comparison to Edison. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
I can do top 5, Monkey, but a top 10 might be a bit harder.
Let's do top 10. Why not? Let's try top 10.
Should we do 10th to 1st or 1st to 10th?
10th to 1st. Let's make the top 5 a bit more spicy or something like that. You know what I mean?
All right,
Spicy.
so we could go with some underrated keepers there. Martinez will probably be up there, innit, I suppose.
I mean, Martin, maybe.
Is Ter Stegen still at Barcelona? Does he play or not?
He is, but he's hardly been fit.
It's Joan
Would you not put him in the
Garcia.
top 10 though? Still,
Is Joan Garcia?
No, he's trash.
Fairs. All right.
Joan Garcia is top 10. Stegen's big juice now.
I'm putting Joan Garcia in there for sure.
Fairs.
I'm putting Joan Garcia.
Raya, you probably got to put Raya up there as well, I suppose.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, Emi Martinez 10th, Raya 9th, Joan Garcia 8th, and then the 7th after that, I don't really.
Oblak as well. Jan Oblak's probably got to be up there.
Yeah, he is.
Oblak would be probably 4th.
Oblak's got to go with them.
Oblak would be 4th for me. 5th would be Neuer. 6th and 7th is a bit weird. Who would be 6th and 7th? Oh yeah, Big Mike Magnon would be 6th. And then 7th.
Jan Sharma at Inter Milan, maybe?
Who's 7th?
Yeah, I actually
Maybe Jan Sommer.
I don't know. Kobel,
yeah.
Who's the Napoli goalkeeper? Oh yeah, Kobel. I forgot about Kobel.
Napoli
There's
goalkeeper.
a Serie A keeper. He's a bad boy. Yeah.
Mark Flecken at Leverkusen. Even though he's not had a good season, even though Leverkusen have been shit. What do you make of him? Like, I don't think he's top.
No,
10,
not him.
Like,
He's not top 10.
He's
not even top 20. I don't know why you didn't mention that name.
Vanzi. I'm not sure who Vanzi is, but
Milinkovic Savic, yes, Vanja Milinkovic-Savic.
No, Svilla for Roma. Svilla for Roma is up there.
Emi Martinez is.
Jan Sommer's top 15. Actually, no. I'll take Emi Martinez out the top 10. I wouldn't put him top 10 actually. So the top 5 for me would be what? Number 1. Hell no Vicario. Come on, man.
Vicario.
That's a Vicario.
I used to think Vicario was a decent keeper, to be fair, but he's not as good as I thought.
He has too many faults. He has too many faults.
Shout out to Andre Lunin as well, because
Lunin, yeah.
Do you
know why? I'm not having Lunin in the top 10 or.
Do you know why?
Take out Lunin and.
Do you remember that year when Madrid were in the Champions League and they got through to the final because Lunin was in goal? Remember that he made some incredible saves. I'm not saying this year, but in Tom.
Oh yeah, that's good. He had a little run, but he's not top 10. That's disgraceful. He's not starting.
So in order, guys, who would your top 5 be?
Courtois, Alisson, Donnarumma. Who'd be 4th? Kobel. Who'd be 5th?
I think Neuer's better than Kobel.
No, yeah, Neuer. Yeah, Neuer. And then it would be Big Mike. Svilla, then Big Mike, actually. Svilla from Roma, then Big Mike.
Oblak.
And then Joan Garcia.
I'd go in.
Who actually? Oblak, Big Mike, Svilla, Joan Garcia, and then 10th would be Raya.
My top 5.
I'd only have one Pro.
Lamens is not in the top 10.
Nah, come on, man.
Okay, I'll say this. Before we signed him, he had the most saves out of the Big 10 European leagues of all keepers. But that does not mean anything, right? Cool, he's been good this year, but he's not in the top 10. Lamens has been good, and I rate Lamens. And that's one of the most underrated signings I think we've ever made. But he's not in the top 10.
100%. My top 5 would be.
I rate him highly. He's a really good keeper, but he's not in the top 10 for me.
My top 5 is probably a bit biased. I'd probably go Alisson. Then I'd go Courtois, definitely. Then I'd probably say Donnarumma, yeah. I'd probably go Neuer or Oblak. I'd probably go Oblak then Neuer. That'd be my top 5.
Yeah, that's respectable. Also, I would say the PSG keeper, Chevalier, he had a shaky start, but he's starting to show his levels.
Oh,
you'll be top 10.
No. 100% disagree. 100% disagree. You're a Barca fan, bro. Come on, man. You watch Garcia every single week, man.
Garcia.
That's mad, you know. I didn't know that Ter Stegen stopped playing for Barcelona. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Still Ter Stegen got an injury.
He's done.
He had an injury.
Fairs.
And then
But he's not number one anyway.
It's not even injury. He wouldn't play. He's number
He
3. He's their third goalkeeper right now.
Barcelona brought Szczesny out of retirement last season
Yeah, we did.
for a year.
Szczesny's their backup. Yeah. Szczesny was their backup. I don't know who's their backup now.
King Luden is a dream keeper for Chelsea and far better than Chelsea, all current keepers, but put some respect on his name. It gives Man City face 23 shots and only one shot goes in.
I'm gonna lie, you comparing Lunin to my keepers. I'm sorry, all my keepers are shit anyway. So what do you do? I can name 100 keepers better than Sanchez.
Can we give some honorable mentions as well? Can we give some honorable mentions to some keepers? Edison.
What? Edison.
Edison's in there.
No, Edison's not good. Edison's past his best. That's why he's in Saudi, man. That's like saying Edward Mendy.
When it comes to distribution, I'd say Edison.
Any player in Saudi can't be a top 10 or top 15 on anything. Or honorable mention.
I miss prime David De Gea, man. I really miss
De Gea in his prime
I miss prime David De Gea so much, man.
But do you remember that game against Arsenal that De Gea had made all them saves? Was it 3-1 or something?
Yeah, 3-1.
Rolf.
Yeah, Sunderland's keeper's good.
Rolfs.
Brighton's keeper, Verbruggen.
Verbruggen is good as well. I think I rate Verbruggen. I think he's good. Flecken
keep
is
your eye
decent.
out on Mike Penders from Strasbourg, future Chelsea keeper. He'll take over Sanchez real quick.
I know, but I'm still giving him an honorable mention. I don't give a shit. I'm still giving him an honorable mention, man, of how good of a keeper he was before the season.
With
So
the
who's the Lens keeper? Because they're top of the league now.
I
mention to him.
Remember. But also one keeper, I think one potential goalkeeper. I'm gonna give. What's his name again? He's French. Forgot. He's a young keeper, but he's.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, Lloris in his prime was pretty good as well.
Yeah, Lloris was good as well in his prime.
He's an honorable mention.
The thing is, if United were gonna sell De Gea to Madrid, we was gonna buy Lloris from Spurs. That was our replacement. Lloris was actually our replacement from Spurs. Unai Simon's a good keeper. What's his name? I keep forgetting his name. He's French goalkeeper.
Who does he play for?
Guillaume Orestes.
French goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Guillaume Orestes. He's a young French keeper in Ligue 1. Guillaume Orestes. I think he plays for Toulouse.
Yeah.
So yeah, good. But anyways, honorable mentions and top 10 keepers done.
Suppose you can put Lemens up there in it for honorable mentions as well.
You could. I'm gonna put Lemens in the honorable mentions, but I don't think he's gonna. But
yeah, Mike Penders is better, man. That's the real Belgian goalkeeper. Mike Penders. Remember the name.
Nah,
he's gonna be Belgian number one. Lemens is gonna be the backup.
I rate Lemens, man. I really, really do. Jeron Rulli as well. Jeron Rulli. Risser.
Yeah, Rulli's cold. Samba.
But anyway.
Oh yeah, we forgot one. Onana. Honorable mention to him.
I was gonna say Andre Onana as well. Let's give him
Before he went to United, I would have said he was a decent keeper. To be fair.
2024 FA Cup winner, man. Put some respect on his name. He's won more trophies than Arsenal in the last 5 years, and he dipped. You know what I mean? So yeah, Arsenal. If you want a trophy, go ask Onana for a trophy. I'm kidding. Anyways, let's move on to the next.
Should we go to Chelsea next year?
We'll go Chelsea. I think Chelsea now.
Take it away, King.
We'll go Chelsea. Unless you all finish your points on Man City. Unless anyone want to add any more on City.
No, I think with City, just they just but they win. Arsenal, watch out.
Yeah, Arsenal, watch out. Fact. Go on, King. Chelsea.
Man City v Newcastle in the Karabuki Cup is gonna be fun.
That'll be a preview soon. Not now. We'll preview that soon. At the moment, we're just gonna.
No, I'm not previewing it. I'm just saying it's gonna be a fun matchup. I can't wait.
Yeah. No, for sure. Do you know what final I would like? Do you know what final I would like? I would like a Palace Newcastle final. That would be a really good final. Palace versus Newcastle would be fun to watch end to end.
That'd be hard to call as well, to be fair.
It'll be very hard to call exactly.
That's not happening. We know what the final is going to be. It's going to be City Chelsea, man.
You never know. I mean, Newcastle in the League Cup have been getting the best out of Man City the last few years, so I'm not going to say it's guaranteed.
The holiday is going to go to kill mode once the holiday turns on.
I don't know if City are going to play Haaland. I think they might try something else. I don't know if they'll play Haaland.
Oh, they will. They will.
I don't know about that. I think what City will do is they're playing away first, right? City.
It doesn't matter where they play. Holiday is going to be on kill settings. Hat-trick's pending.
They might go and nick a
draw. Ramsdale in goal. That's lunch money.
They'll probably nick a draw away at Newcastle and slap them at the Etihad. That's what I think they'll do. But anyways, over to Chelsea, Newcastle.
Yeah, game of two halves. First half, Newcastle body bagged us. Altamada with two great finishes. Could have got a hat-trick. Other players could have scored some goals. They could have took more of their chances. Could have been 4, 5, 6, 7. Could have been many goals that they scored in that first half, but they didn't take their chances. They were better. They were the better team in the first half. They beat us to every punch. And then in the second half, we turned it around. Beautiful free kick from Reece James. Best right back, best midfielder. You whatever you need, he's got it. You need a striker, Reece James. You need a defender, Reece James. You need a midfielder, Reece James. You need a goalkeeper, Reece James. You need a manager, Reece James. You know, wherever you put him on the pitch, he's gonna ball out. But yeah, man, better free kick than your best player. Whippy 99, you know, with the flake. And then second goal, good distribution from Sanchez. Mistake from Thiaw. João Pedro goes through. And then he finishes it with a nice little finish. I think we made the lineup was good. I just think the players were out of fault for the first half. They just weren't in it in the game. I'm happy the manager kind of got into them, and the second half they turned it around. We could have ended up winning the game. It could have gone either way towards the end. I think both teams had chances towards the end as well. But both of our teams have wingers that aren't efficient in front of goal. Elanga, Gordon, Barnes, they're not elite finishers, and then our wingers are same thing. So I think on another day, this game could have been finished by halftime. On another day, we could have won it in the second half. But we'll take the draw. It's a place that we go to and regularly lose. And pretty much they were all goal in the first half. We kind of got it back second, and I'm just happy to get the draw and get out there, man. St. James's Park is not a happy hunting ground for my team. We, one more point than last season. That's all I want to say. But we do need to. We have a big game next week against Villa at home. We need to win that game. No ifs, buts, or maybes. So, yeah, man. So it's an important weekend coming up right now.
Just a quick question to you: Are you like a huge fan of Maresca? You think Maresca is a manager that you're gonna back for a very long time?
I don't really care who the manager is. I just need him to win. So I'm not like Arsenal fans that's going to be managing or out. I just need you to win me trophies. As long as you win me trophies, I like you. But I come from the Chelsea that, if a manager is not good enough, he gets taken out, axed. So Maresca, you just have to win trophies this season. League Cup, win that. FA Cup, win that. Top 4, get that. Next season, win the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? We need to continue to win and continue to grow as a team. And if he's not winning, then I don't want to see him next season. If I ended the season with 3rd or 4th place, no trophies, get rid of him. He's not good enough.
Okay, fair enough.
I speak fluent trophy, and that's what Chelsea Football Club needs to be about.
United fans, listen to this guy. Even though he's a Chelsea fan, this is how the standard should always be. Yeah, at every football club. But anyways, just real quick, yeah.
When it comes to Chelsea, managers are like a ticking time bomb. I'm a second away from getting rid of you. I really don't care. It's club first. I don't care about the player, the manager. I don't really care who the name is. I just want you to win for me and play well for me. If you're not good enough, move on. So if Garnett plays well, cool. I don't mind. Don't really like him as a player personally, but if he plays well, cool. But if he plays badly, get rid of him and sell him to Arsenal or somewhere for whatever price, bag of chips or anything. You know what I'm saying? If there's certain players that I need to leave from my club because they're just not good enough. They're mid-table. I don't want mid-table players. I want the elite. So that's how I look at it.
But from a neutral perspective, obviously watching that game, I think Newcastle had a lot of chances to win the game. I think they could have won the game by quite a lot. And in my opinion, I'll be real with you, King. I hate to be that guy, but Newcastle were robbed with a lot of decisions that day. They should have had a couple penalties, in my opinion. They should have had a couple penalties. I think there was 2 handball. I think it was 1 trip inside the box that was not reviewed. I think there was 1 handball incident that should have been properly reviewed. I think Chelsea were kind of lucky not to give away 2 penalties there, in my opinion. But I think at the end of the day, it's a good draw for you guys. Good comeback. I think it's a draw that, okay, it might not be the best result ever, but it's a good comeback that you guys were to. Obviously, St. James's Park has been a struggle for you guys over the years, and you have not really won away at St. James. It's been a struggle for a lot of clubs with it's been a lot of struggles for a lot of clubs that have gone away to St. James's Park and have not gotten results. And I've been on the receiving end of that. My club hasn't got a result at St. James's Park for a very long time. So, like I said, I would love to go to go there and get a win sometime soon. But like I said, you coming back from 2-0 down to 2-2, good result. Not good result, decent result, but good comeback and a point earned. Then again, you could have also climbed high into the top 4. You are 3 points still above Man United, which is, I'll be real, fair play. Like, Chelsea are actually doing their thing this season. So, toughest away ground. Chelsea only managers they can sack. Only we can sack managers and still win. Yep, they can. But they've only won with one manager since Bowley though. This is the one manager they've won with since Bowley.
Yeah.
There's no. Yeah, but he's the other managers were trash. I will say this. I'm not happy with where we are. We're on the same points as Liverpool, who've had a bad season. We're
3 points.
5 points. Well, no, 7 points. How many points were behind Villa? 7 points behind Villa. We should, in all honesty, we should be with the Villa, Man City, Arsenal pack. We should be there. We haven't. We've been better than Liverpool for the majority part of the season. We've been better than Sunderland. We've been better than United. I think we're a better team than Villa, me personally. I just think we've just been let down by some of the red cards and some of the bad performances that's happened in certain games. And I'm not happy where we are. I'll be honest with you. We should be in a title race. As I said, Arsenal on top. That's easy lunch money, but we're being sidemen yet again. So that's why I'm not really too cavalier on the manager, because it was down to the manager in many cases that we are in the position we are. But also, I'm not happy with the sporting directors because they need to get him the better pieces as well. So, as far as I'm concerned, everyone is viable to be kicked out of the club immediately. As I said, it's Chelsea FC over everything. I don't care the sporting director is, the manager, or the players. If you're not facilitating the reason for my team winning, and you're playing against us, you can go too.
Fair enough. Prophet, you want to?
I actually missed the game, to be fair, but I did watch the highlights. Newcastle first off with a better team, definitely.
By
2-0 up, 100% by far, man. Could have scored a couple more goals as well, to be fair. But second half, Chelsea, they did fight back. They did get back into the game, yeah. To be fair, the best thing about this game was the fact that Chelsea dropped points, because now, we, with our win, we got to 5th. They have 1 point with them as well. So, yeah, good thing is that we dropped points. I don't know what to make of Chelsea, man. I genuinely don't. Sometimes they're brilliant, sometimes they sit. You know, they're a bit. We all know they're a bit inconsistent. They're a bit up and down,
To
but
win the league.
but
I mean, you're not double-digit points off. It's not
Mm.
crazy amount of points off.
yeah, exactly. So
But-
yeah, 2-2. I think probably on the balance of play, Newcastle probably should have won the game, but you know, I will give Chelsea credit. They did fight back. They did put it back to 2-2. So yeah, a good 12:30 kickoff to be fair, man. 4 goals scored. It wasn't one of them snow fests, one of them ball fests. So yeah, we'll take it.
Fair enough. I don't really have much to comment on the Chelsea game. Just giving my thoughts real quick. Chelsea, just good comeback for them. Decent result. Good comeback. But then again, dropping points is also King. Actually, when King mentioned that they drop points, it's actually not that good because they are behind Villa by 7. And if Chelsea want to finish in the top 4 this season, they need to get results. Otherwise, they could be looking at Europa League next season, and that's not something that they want, especially how much money they've spent as well. So, like I said, they've still got the League Cup semi-finals to play, so not all is done. Obviously, it's still in December, coming towards the end of it now. But yeah, no, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the next few months. But I can't wait. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Chelsea game. Anyone want to add anything more before you go to the next game?
Not much, no, bro. Good point for Newcastle, to be fair, bro. Considering what happened to them last weekend in the Tyneside derby, I think they needed a bounce back and they got one. So,
Wear time. But anyways, I think let's go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Liverpool once again get the better of Tottenham away. Prophet, obviously we watched the game together on the watch along. Make sure you guys go check that one out if you haven't done so already on Prophet's channel. Everyone subscribe to him. I put the link in the description of the video and King's channels as well. Big up to Godfrey, big up to my guy. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're well. Toughest away ground behind until in the league. The fans are crazy today. Someone was St. James's Park. Yep. But thoughts on the Liverpool game, my bro, and then obviously, to give your opinions on the game and obviously give your in-depth thoughts as well, because obviously you are Liverpool, you're a fan, you've seen all the games, so.
you know what, bro? We got the win, but I'm not gonna lie, that was a very, very worrying performance from Liverpool. So I looked at the starting lineup. It was a relatively strong starting lineup, probably as strong as we could have gone. So I was relatively confident looking at the lineup, thinking, you know what, get the 3 points here. But I'll be honest, we didn't start well. We didn't start well at all. Tottenham, obviously they lost 3-0 to Nottingham Forest last week. So, people were saying, were they going to get a reaction? Were they going to just crumble? I actually thought Spurs played well, 11 versus 11. I do think they were probably the better team. We were not good at all, 11 versus 11. I think Spurs had more possession as well, 11 versus 11. They were definitely the better team. Liverpool, we just didn't show up at all. Did not show up at all, man. There was no fast start. Last weekend against Brighton, we had a quick start. This weekend, it was again a slow start out of the blocks. But yeah, it wasn't good. Spurs definitely better. But the game changed when Spurs went down to 10 men. The Seaman's challenge on Van Dijk. I'll be honest, it was a clear red. I don't think anyone can really argue the fact that it wasn't a clear red. Spurs go down to 10 men, and they probably look better. They look better in the down to 10 men than they did with 11 men on the pitch. They still, they stuck to their game plan, and they still made it hard for Liverpool. You'd think 11 with them going down to 10, Liverpool would have a bit more initiative, a lighter spark in this. It didn't. To be fair, that first half was pretty dead, 0-0 first half. Second half came around. Even second half, Liverpool were dead. I'll be totally honest. Spurs obviously sitting back, trying to, get a draw, just trying to do what they can do in it to get a result. But Liverpool were really bad. Isak, of course, came on. I wasn't sure about Isak coming on, to be fair, because he hasn't exactly been cooking at the moment, but the manager brought him on. And eventually, with them being down to 10, you knew they were going to crumble because it is Spurs. And no offense to Spurs, of course. We did get the goal eventually. A nice words assist to Isak. Isak finishes it. Unfortunately, he then goes off injured as well because I don't know what the injury was. It looks like it could have been something serious, but fingers crossed it ain't, but we'll see. But we go 1-0 up. Then I think we all knew Liverpool were going to get the result. Then Ekatike bags again. I did think Ekatike was pretty quiet though, despite scoring. I do think he had a pretty quiet game.
He's been on fire this season. Been on
He has,
fire.
100%, man. Another goal as well for him. A Frimpong assist as well for the Ekatike goal. So yeah, Bradley went off as well. Frimpong came on. I thought he played well when he came on. Looked pretty lively, got assists. So I think all the new signings did well. Wirtz did well. Isak did well. Ekatike did well. Frimpong did well. So that's a positive. But it should have been done at 2-0. The game should have been done at 2-0. But we made it hard. Spurs pulled one back the last 10 minutes, which Harlison got a goal back, and then you start to see Liverpool panic. So like I said, we conceded one goal, we start to crumble, and I'll be honest, we're lucky Spurs didn't have their shooters out. We're lucky Kulusevski wasn't here. We're lucky Solanke wasn't there. We're lucky that Maddison wasn't there, because I think 11 versus 10, Spurs get a result out of that because they were really pressuring us. But then Romero goes and does something dumb. Then they go down to 9, and I think that was it. You knew they weren't going to get
The
nothing.
referee's 2 yards from you, and you still
Exactly,
do it.
bro.
But
Exactly,
you
man.
won the foul as well, and you you could have had the chance to equalize. You know what I mean? 10 men Tottenham are actually not doing too bad.
Exactly, bro. But I think they would have got a result 10 with 10 men, but down to 9. Romero, the absolute idiot that he is, so overrated. It's unreal as well. He's not a good centre back.
Somebody wants it. I mean,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, we hung on. But I'll be honest, bro. The fact that 10 men pressured us and then 9 men pressured us as well, extremely worrying. It was not a good performance by any means. But we got the 3 points, man. Go up to 5th, level on points with Chelsea, right back in the top 4 contention. The next 3 games are Wolves, Leeds, and Fulham. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. But I'll be honest, bro. We're very far from being back to where we need to be. And
yeah.
the performances are still very worrying, but we got the win in it.
And obviously Isak concerns as well that he got came off an injury. It looks like it could be months as well.
Could be till the end of the season, yeah.
Yeah, it could be like was it like an ACL or something? It looked like a really bad injury that he picked up. But what do you make of that? Obviously, are you concerned? Are you worried about that?
You know what? To be fair, bro,
you have some menu available like for 60 million, so Liverpool could be in for him as well.
Exactly, bro. So with Isak, it's like he hasn't cooked any, he hasn't hit the ground running, but
yeah,
you still want him there as an option. You know what I mean? The fact that now we could only have one striker, and Ekatike is worrying. If Ekatike picks up a knock, which he has already this season once, we'd be down to 0 strikers. So to be fair, bro, we knew Isak was like this, bro, because he was injury prone at Newcastle as well. He did pick up knocks, so we knew what we were signing when we got him. Hopefully, he's not gone for too long, but I'll be honest, bro, the injury didn't look good, man. The way he went down holding his leg in pain, the fact he had to be taken off as well, escorted off, that didn't look great, I'll be honest. Didn't look good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I watched the game with you as well. I think Tottenham, like I said, they lost their heads.
Well, they did it to themselves, man. I think 11 versus 11, they probably win the game, I'll be honest, because they were the better team.
Tottenham obviously lost their heads in. They're not a side that knows how to stay composed. I'm trying to say, like, Tottenham was just a side that just mentally just gone. Like, all of a sudden, Thomas Frank has just come in, and there's no sense of direction from Tottenham. Like, you just watch them play. There's no style. There's no real style of play. There's no, the results aren't there. The team might be the one getting the sack next. Obviously, the Wolves manager is obviously the one in line to get sacked as well. Still, I mean, the Wolves are not doing well, but then Thomas Frank could be one in line as well. You know what I'm trying to say? That's not, in terms of Spurs, that's not a good result. I know I take the piss out of Tottenham, but you're at home, and you've only won 4 games in the 4 games at home all year long in 2025 in the Premier League. 4 games only this year in the Premier League in 2025, which is actually crazy. Not 4 games in total, but 4 Premier League games in 2025. That is not good enough. And you claim to be a Big Six club. That's not Big Six club standards. I'll be real with you. And trust me, I know what it's like for my football club because I criticize them all the time. But that's what you should be doing. If you want to act like a Big Six club, that's the mentality and the standard you should have had. And Postecoglou won him a trophy and he got sacked. Just tells you a lot about Tottenham. The trophies that they won got them to Champions League football. Isn't that what Tottenham want? Champions League football? But you sacked Ange for that. I'll be real with you. Tottenham just have no direction, man.
We don't have no direction.
Owner dead, man. I mean, but that's what I have to say about Tottenham. I couldn't care less about them. But at the end of the day, it's what it is. Liverpool ended up getting the win. You guys are now on a roll. 3 games in a row in the Prem now, is it? You've won?
2 in a row in the Prem, bro, and then 3 in all competitions, and because
3-0.
Inter win as well, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously January fast approaching. You guys have the window opening, so you could be making some signings as well potentially again.
Mm-hmm.
But King, and you want to give your thoughts on the game before of the Spurs Liverpool game?
What game?
Spurs Liverpool.
What game did you say? Oh, Spurs Liverpool.
Spurs Liverpool, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Josh, yeah,
Liverpool won, which was good. Yeah, it is unfortunate. To be honest, Tottenham just led to their own downfall. The first red card was silly from Xavi Simons. There's no need to go for that challenge. Like,
Agreed.
It's a bit foolish. Give the referees a decision to make, and they send you off. Harsh, but foolish. Then after that, I think Tottenham were the better team, but Liverpool get the goals, and then they're 1-0 up. And then towards the end, Romero obviously makes a foolish decision, kicks out to get the second red card. But I would say this: Wirtz played really well. The pass to Isaac's goal was really good. Unfortunate for Isaac injury. Obviously, Hugo's doing his thing as well. He got the second. Ekitike has been one of the better signings this season. Liverpool might need to go for a short-term deal in terms of a striker, maybe bring in an attacker in because of the extent of Isaac's injury. But I think going forward, I feel like they still need to move on from Slot. I think the football was terrible. I think if it wasn't for Tottenham, pretty much, I don't know what I don't know if they won some Pekata gambling thing or something like that, because they were just premeditated in terms of screwing themselves over and not winning this game with both the red cards. Van der Ven could have got a third from that tackle on Isaac. And the amount of yellow cards that they got throughout the game, they were just unhinged. It felt like they were still playing Battle of the Bridge. They probably thought they were playing the wrong team. They probably thought they were playing a team in blue, the way they were moving, like it was a rivalry game or something. But Liverpool get the comfortable win, move on. Multiple wins in a row, multiple good games, good results in a row in terms of points. But the quality of football is just not there. The quality of football is just not there. And going forward, I think Liverpool still need to move on from the manager because you got outplayed by 10 men and even 9 men, which shouldn't happen.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's all I can really say about the game, unless you have anything more, Prophet, you want to say about the Liverpool
I will
game.
say about Spurs though, bro. They were third a couple of weeks ago, I think, and they're now 11th, 13th actually. So they're probably collapsed there.
Yeah, total collapse. It just tells you what you need to know about Spurs. But sorry, continue, bro.
Yeah, that's all, bro. We got the win, innit? I mean, our next 3 games now. Our next 3 games on paper: Wolves at home, Leeds at home, Fulham away, and then Arsenal away. So 3 of those we should get 9 points from. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. I think Slot's got to be the luckiest manager alive with these next 3 games, personally.
Anyways, let's go to the next game now. I mean, yeah. Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 1. I can't lie to you though. Yeah, performance wasn't the worst. I'll be real. It wasn't the worst performance ever. But chance after chance after chance, you get your chances, you take them. You don't waste your chances like that. And that's why you got punished by 2 quality goals that Morgan Rogers scored. I'll be honest. It was just 2 quality goals that Aston Villa scored. They weren't even that great. And they didn't need to be that great to win the game. Just tells you a lot you need to know about this Man United squad. It's not good enough. And I don't want to hear the excuse of players are going to AFCON. Every football club deals with it. Fucking deal with it. It's just players going to AFCON. You have players there on the bench that can try and come on and make a difference. Use them. Give Shea Lacey an opportunity from the start. The kid's been begging for minutes. He's been sat on the bench. Only got his minutes last night. And you put him in minutes, and you put him in a situation where he had to help the team come back. Cunha missed a really, really bad chance. I love Cunha. I think, trust me, I think Cunha will be a really good player for us. The biggest issue is the chances that he's missed this season have been such good chances that he had to score. A lot of them were against Fulham. Last night as well, he missed chances. But you know what? The one thing about Cunha is he's willing to take risks. He's willing to take risks. And he's willing to be selfish with the ball, and he's actually a good player on the ball. He's willing to take on players. That's the thing. He's willing to take on players, and he manages to do that. But some of the crosses last night, and I don't understand the manager's decision to take off Sesko. You're playing long throw-ins from Diogo Dalot. You're taking your tallest player on the pitch off. Why don't you instead be smart and take off an extra and take off a defender for a striker and throw some of your players forward or something. Bring on Xerxes for another center back. Euro had a really bad game last night. Euro should have been hooked. Euro got cooked by Morgan Rogers twice, and both the goals were because of Lenny Euro. And I rate Lenny Euro, and I do. Trust me, I still like Lenny Euro. Nothing against the kid. He's a good player. But when a player has a bad game and you refuse to take him off, that's what happens. That's what happens. You know? When a player does not have a good game and you allow them to continue to have a bad game, that's what happens. You don't take them off and you get punished. Heaven, the kid, I feel sorry for him. He's being forced to play in a position that he doesn't normally play. He's not a center back. He's a left-sided center back that defends in the wide areas because he's physical. You don't play him in the center back position because he's not that. This is why I said we needed to go sign another center back in the summer. But United refused to do that. We refused to go and sign players based in our defense. We didn't want to go sign players that would improve our squad depth. Midfield didn't go sign one. You stuck with Ugarte. Ugarte had a terrible game last night. Absolute stinker of a game last night. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. One of the worst cameos I think I've ever seen from a footballer in a Manchester United shirt in my lifetime. That was horrendous. He should have been hooked off at halftime. I don't care. He should have been hooked up at halftime instead of Bruno Fernandes. Do you know what? Bruno Fernandes would have won that game for us on one leg, because that's how crucial he is in terms of goals and assists. He's not the overall player, but in terms of output, that's what you get from Bruno Fernandes. He might not be the best player to watch, but in terms of output, he gets you the output. So we're gonna miss Bruno Fernandes for a month now, because of an injury. This is gonna be his first month ever he's missed because of an injury.
Wow.
Do you know what? Fair play to Bruno. At least he held on to a halftime. You know what I mean? At least he said, you know what? It's okay. Halftime is okay. I said, you know what? Going to halftime 1-1, fair enough. Come out in the second half much stronger. You're kicking up. You're starting. And then we start on the back foot. We have chances. We moved the ball well at times. Going forward, it wasn't the greatest in terms of obviously like second half crossing. We're crossing the ball too. Sesko's not going to get to the crosses because the crosses were just awful. And then you just, give Aston Villa the ball. They're so good in terms of possession. Like Tielemans is so composed. Morgan Rogers is such a good player to watch. And then who else do you have? John McGinn, a really good CDM, a really good player. So yeah, mistakes after mistakes by Manchester United last night. You refuse to change the formation. You refuse to play a back four, and throw two strikers on the pitch. You could have played Xerxes and Sesko next to each other. Lisandro Martinez, fair play. Good performance when he came on the pitch. Really good performance. In that number 6 or in that number 8. Do you know what? This is what I've been telling you, Prophet, on streams. I've been saying Lisandro Martinez in the final third can actually play a good pass. He actually controlled that midfield when he came on. Like, fair play to Lissandro. If I'm him right now, I'm starting him next to Casemiro against Newcastle. I would start him in that midfield next to Casemiro. Him, Casemiro, and Mainu midfield. That would be a good midfield to have. Mainu needs to start next game. I don't understand this commotion of Kobe Mainu. All of a sudden, he's being left out of the squad for mysterious reasons. Oh, because he picked up an injury. I don't know if it's an injury or not. I don't know. Maybe the injury is just an excuse to leave him out of the squad. Because the guy clearly doesn't like Kobe Mainu. He clearly does not like Kobe Mainu. It's evident. He's not being used properly. The guy comes on against Bournemouth, actually has a good game. And after that, he's not being seen again. In January, he has to go out on loan. Otherwise, his World Cup chances will be probably... I don't know, man. I don't know. I still have a feeling England will take him anyways because of squad depth. I still have a feeling England will take him, even though he's not been playing, because I think they will. Because obviously, like you still need to bring extra players, but to get a start, to get some minutes, yeah, it's looking peak for you in terms of World Cup starts and World Cup selection. I don't think so, but in terms of squad, I think he still might go to the World Cup in terms of being a squad player. But in terms of starting, giving him minutes, no, I don't see it. And Mount, I thought Mount had a poor game last night. Didn't really create much. Didn't really do much. Dorgu had one of his better games last night. I thought Dorgu had one of his better games. Won the ball back for Cunha's goal, the first goal. The second goal we conceded. Yeah, once again, Lenny or just caught napping, and then just concede that stupid goal. And then you go behind 2-1. Cunha misses an open header. And then what do you go and do? You bring on two players. I thought Jack Fletcher actually had a decent cameo when he came on. I thought even Shea Lacey had a decent cameo when he came on. Got a good shot off. And yeah, bro, like I said, the performance wasn't overall bad. It's just the result that we got that we didn't deserve. And when you don't take your chances, you get punished. And it's the same old story for Man United. Whenever we go behind, there's no incentive to come back. That's what happened last week. It happened against Palace. But when you go behind 2-1, you have a lot of time to still go and nick another goal. Cunha, take your chances, man, for real. Because I'll be honest with you, bro. I rate you. But a lot of your chances have been point blank misses. Bro, even against Fulham, he had a horrible, chance conversion. So he needs to step it up in terms of scoring. Because I made this point last week that Cunha needs one goal to really get going. And he scored 2 goals in 2 games. So fair play. That's good. That's a good start. But take your chances when you get them, man. When it's on a plate for you, take your chances. But listen, like I said, it's just hard to really like talk positive about United nowadays because like it's just the same old story, man. People can talk about performance. Cool. I don't think we played that bad. But then again, it's about the result, right? And the result wasn't good. We lost the game. What's good about the result? Nothing. We lost. Whoop-de-doo. We lost. Let me get to the comments real quick and then I'll let you guys go. Yeah, sorry about that, people. But United play good against Aston Villa. Cool, play well. But what happened? What happened to the result? It's all good. It's all good, bro. It's all good. But United play without Maguire, De Ligt, Mazraoui, Ahmad, Casemiro, and Mbeumo, and playing without Bruno in the second half. Work wonders with what you have. You gotta work wonders with what you have. Sir Alex Ferguson used to never complain about his team selection. You should just play the players. You have to get the best out of what you have. I don't care if it's no Sir Alex Ferguson. I don't care if it's no Sir Alex. I don't care if Ruben Amorim is no Sir Alex. I don't give a shit. You're at Manchester United Football Club. There shouldn't be any excuses to having players missing. You're at one of the biggest clubs in world football. Like, come on, guys. You know what I mean? And trust me, I want us to do well. I want the manager to do well. I want everyone to do well. But it's just simple childish excuses in this football club for us failing. There's so many childish excuses for us losing games and failing because we lost against Villa but put in a good performance. We drew 4-4 against Bournemouth. It was a good game. We drew because we scored a lot of goals. It's a draw against Bournemouth at home. In terms of the size of football club, they're nobody compared to us. What are we doing here? And then Aston Villa, okay, sometimes it might be a bad result. If this was like a once in a while result, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. It's not always our day. But This is exactly what I mean. Giving tough competition to Aston Villa is not something to celebrate. It's not something to celebrate. I don't care they beat Arsenal and Man City. We beat Chelsea. We beat Liverpool. We beat what do you call? What you say? We beat Aston Villa the year we finished 8th. We beat Man City the FA Cup final in 2024. Bro, this notion of we can't beat Aston Villa is poor. It's just poor excuses from the fan base and just poor excuses from the manager. I just watched it. It was just absolutely terrible. I don't like the excuses we're giving after defeats. Just say it as it is. We weren't good overall. Moving the ball, fine. Sorry, excuse me, I take it back. It wasn't the worst performance out there. We still weren't good or amazing, but it wasn't the worst performance we ever put in. So, yeah, that's just what I think. Where I think Semenyo goes, I hope United, but I don't know, man.
I think he'll go City, man, if I'm being honest.
City don't need him, I'll be real. They don't need him. They don't need him. Anderson Morrison, I don't think Tuchel will select Manu over Anderson and Morrison. I don't think so as well. But I think Manu will still go for squad purposes. They'll still bring him for the squad. They won't use him, but they'll bring him for the squad. But anyways, over to you, Prophet, on the United game. I spoke too long. But if you want to go check more of the insights, Red Army Rand Pod is where you can go. Sorry, bro, go on.
No, you know what, bro? Coming into the game, I actually thought United would get a win. I actually thought you guys would win the game, considering you guys against Villa actually do well. You know, you don't usually lose the game, so I thought you'd get a result, but I was wrong. I can't lie. 2 screamers from Morgan Rogers, by the way. Absolute brilliant goals. 1 Villa the game. Cunha got a goal as well, which I'll be honest, it was probably a mistake from Villa, like what Rasta Stock said to me on the stream yesterday. But yeah, I mean, United weren't bad. You know, you guys put in a decent display. You lost the game, but you weren't bad. You know what I mean? You weren't bad, but
it was,
what does it mean if you don't get the result? It means nothing. So
exactly.
Villa, despite not playing particularly well, ended up getting the result, and Villa are now 10 games unbeaten, or they've won 10 in a row, something like that. Really, really good stuff from them. So yeah, it's one of those where United, despite not playing too badly, ended up losing the game. So it is what it is for United. You guys play Newcastle at home next as well, so I don't know. That might be another tough game for you guys. So see where it goes. But Villa, 3rd place, 3 points behind Arsenal, 1 point behind City. They're doing bits, man. They're doing bits. So credit to them. But yeah, I thought United, Villa definitely let United have the ball, 100%. You guys were definitely allowed to have the ball. But you didn't get the result, man. So I agree with what you say about if you don't get results, if you don't get the win, it doesn't mean nothing. Performances don't matter. The only thing that matters is the 3 points, and you guys didn't get it. Villa did. So
fair enough, bro. I had a lot more to say on the game, and it's just, yeah, cool. You can maybe say team selection. You have inexperienced players, but you have to take risks.
100%, bro. 100%.
Bro, we gave Rashford his debut. He scored 2 goals on his debut week. He scored 4 goals in 2 games for United. Take the risk. Give a breath of fresh air to some of the academy lads to want to go out there and get some minutes. And
I will ask you one thing though, bro.
Go on, bro.
You guys were 2-1 down, and Amarin brought on 2 academy players.
Yeah,
that was a bit odd. I can't lie. It's a bit of a strange decision.
That's what I want. But you know why he only brought them on? It's because Casemiro wasn't available. Manu wasn't there.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's the only reason why they brought him on. Otherwise, Kobe's probably coming on. Probably Mbuemo's coming on. Oh, sorry, Mbuemo's going to play. So he probably wouldn't bring on Shea Lacey. He'd probably leave Mbuemo on for 90 minutes. So I don't think he'd bring him on. Ahmad would probably be there. So that's why these guys got their minutes, because Ahmad and Mbuemo and Mazraoui are all out. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just same old story, man. I'll be honest with you. Cool. Last night you can't pin the whole thing on the manager because we missed chances too. I get that, but come on, guys. Like, team selection should be much better. This formation is dead. I've never liked 3-4-3 at United. And I remember Paul Scholes talking about this is not the United way. The United way is winning games and not making excuses about losing. And I don't care how we play. It's all about the 3 points. You know, we could play Mourinho football every single week, and I couldn't care less. I just want results. I just want 3 points. People could talk about entertainment. Sure, entertainment, but my club winning is number one. My club winning games is number one priority. I want us to get results. I just want us to win games, man. 1-0, 1-0, whatever it is. I couldn't care. Let's just win games and just move on to the next. But you can't do that because our team selection is dead. Formation is just not good enough. As a whole, Cunha could be playing on the left-hand side, left wing. You could have played maybe Shea Lacey on the right wing to start. You know what I mean? And just try something new. Stop sticking to your old formation when you're not getting results. You're trying to play players forcefully out of their position. You have fullbacks that are not even wingbacks. They're not wingbacks, they're fullbacks. There's the difference between a wingback and a fullback. A fullback plays further back. A wingback is more like between midfield and as fullback and defense. They play higher up. They play higher up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just all over the place, man. The manager's not, and the only player that's really probably playing in the right position is the goalkeeper. Let's just be real right here. He's the only one playing in the right position. So, like I said, it's all over the place. United fans can probably come on here and say, I'm negative, I'm a fake fan. But you can say whatever you like. It's just my opinion at the end of the day. If you want to give your opinion, respectfully leave it in the comments. I could care less. You know what I mean? And subscribe as well if you're new around here. But, King, I want to hear your thoughts on the Villa United game, and then we'll move on to just the rest of the results. And, yeah, that's it. Here, up to you. And also, people, real quick.
I feel like United won.
We're live for the NBA show in a bit as well. If you're around, people, so stay tuned.
And I won't be able to do that one. I'll be honest, you're gonna have to move that.
No worries, mate. No worries. Sorry, but continue.
Yeah, unless you're gonna do it with other people. In terms of United, I think they are unfortunate to lose a couple of players to AFCON and also injuries. I think if you looked at their bench, it was bare boned. It was NPCs, players I've never heard of before. You could make the judgment that the substitution of Bruno Fernandes to Lisandro Martinez was the wrong one, because I've never seen a United team have 7 defensive players on the pitch at the same time. I don't see that as conducive to winning. If you do have youth players on the bench,
Lisandro was brought on to play in the midfield. Lisandro was brought on to play in the midfield too. That's why he was brought on. It wasn't brought on to play in defense. He was brought on to play in midfield and carry the ball up.
But he's a defensive-minded player, so you had 7 defensive-minded players. That doesn't win games. That's a loser mentality. That's a loser mentality to have 7 defensive players on the pitch at the same time. 4 centre backs with Lisandro Martinez, 1 DM and 2 wing backs. That's 7 defensive players. That doesn't win a game. What attack? That's 7 in the back. No source in attack. That's that. As Lisandro Martinez could have had a good game in midfield, but you're taking off your creative player in Bruno, supposedly your assist maker, your goal scorer for Lisandro Martinez. But even if he gets injured, you put in a like for like sub. You don't put a defensive player on. That's loser mentality. You have one of the best youth systems in the world. You have plenty of young players that are that are creators, that are strikers, that are attacking players that you could have brought on. So I'm not having no excuse for the manager on that one. The injuries and things. AFCON, whatever. You've lost your attacking players. Use the youth. Man United has been brought on youth, but no, he decides to put a centre back on for a midfielder. Disgraceful. And then, unfortunately, he has to put the youngsters on because his senior players aren't good enough. You garbage. Xerxes should be starting instead of Tesco meal deal. That's another mistake that he makes, that he doesn't start Xerxes.
Lacey was a Lacey was brought into play in attack. But only because you know why? Because we're missing.
I'm talking about Xerxes.
Oh, Xerxes was brought
Yeah,
in
but why is Xerxes not starting?
no idea.
Yeah, exactly. He should be starting. He should be starting. The fact is, he's better than Tesco Mildew at this current moment, and he's much more suited to the system than
I,
Tesco Mildew. So I think the manager has made a lot of mistakes. I think the manager's not good enough. I think the manager needs to be let go. And yeah, man, these young players, these youth players that were brought on, you know, if you don't want to be in a team that's losing, you know, a team that doesn't suit your style, that doesn't play good football, you know where to come. Come to the blue side, man. We got places for you. Strasbourg, you know, Man City got Girona. Come to the blue side. That's where you thrive. You thrive on the blue side, except for Liverpool. Liverpool got good youth. They do well with the youth. But Man United and Arsenal, it's not a place where you want to be. That's the youth graveyard. Yeah, man. Free Kobe Mainu as well, man. Free my young driller Kobe. Right, bring him over to the bridge.
can't argue. I can't.
But yeah,
argue
no.
with you.
In terms of the game, you lost to the better team. Let's be honest, Matt. Aston Villa are currently better than you. They had a better starting 11, better bench, better manager. I mean,
Morgan Rogers.
and Morgan Rogers is that guy. Yeah, Morgan Rogers is that guy. He's a better 10 than Bruno. So, you know
He's
what I'm
not a
saying?
10.
Like, better team one. You know, get
He was a left mid. He wasn't a 10.
Huh?
He was a left mid. He wasn't a 10.
Yeah, but he's a natural born 10. Yeah, I know he plays left mid, but he's a 10. He's a better 10 than Bruno. He's better left mid than Bruno. He's better attacker than Bruno, better assister than Bruno, better goal scorer than Bruno, better player than Bruno. You know,
I just
and he's fit unlike Bruno. He's fit unlike Bruno. Yeah, that's right.
Bruno Fernandes
Crunch.
is just
Anyway,
first month of for United ever. He's gonna miss his first few games through injury ever at United. So I wouldn't say more fit. He's gonna miss his first ever few games.
Yeah, man, more fit than Bruno.
I disagree, man.
Yeah, but Morgan Rogers, man, Morgan Rogers better than Bruno in every aspect of the game.
I disagree. I disagree.
And he was the game winner. He was the game winner. Bruno was the game winner.
What could he have done? Like he pulled his he done his hamstring. He wasn't able to continue.
No, he decided to run for the first time in his life, and you know he pulled it.
He continued till half time. That's the best he could have done. You know what I mean? Because he pulled it around like the 39th.
Yeah, normally he's walking around complaining, so he decided to do a little sprint, and he got the best of him.
He wasn't complaining. He said he'll stay on until half time and go.
Yeah, man.
So
Big him up, man. You know, speedy recovery. If no one's gonna miss him, not even United fans.
I don't know because we don't have the team, man. I'll be honest.
You know, it might be his last game. You know, Bruno Saudi soon come. You know, January's around the corner. Bruno Saudi.
Not happening in January. No, I think it'll happen next summer, not January.
Saudi Fernandez.
I doubt it.
Him and Mo Saudi are gonna link up.
I doubt it, man. In the summer it'll happen, not in January. I think January it won't happen. No, doubt it.
But yeah, no, it's listen. Man United are in a decent-ish position. They could be better if they had better players, but they don't. They could be better if they had better but they don't. So you know, Man United or Man United, they're mid-table mandem. The best they can hope for is 8th place, Conference League, and you know, try and win an FA Cup. But you know, poor game, poor result.
We're not winning the FA Cup. We're not winning nothing this season. We're gonna finish in a low mid-table position because this team's incompetent. Let's just be real. It's just an incompetent team, incompetent manager. And before people say I'm always manager out, look at the bigger picture. We're not improving. We're not worse off of last year. No, we're not improving. If you don't see signs of improvement, you can't be the manager. Or if he's not back in January with the right players and when the results don't improve from then you've just wasted You've just wasted your time. So what's the whole point of, trying to back him but not actually back him? You've got all the money there to go and spend on a midfielder in January or wing back in January or even a backup striker for all I fucking care. Even a backup center back. You've got time to go replace you've got time. And before people in the chat say United don't have money, we do. That's a lie. People say United don't have money. That's a lie. That's the biggest. You've all been conned by these fucking idiots. We have money. We've got arguably the most money in the league to spend. Newcastle have PSR issues for I don't even know what PSR. I don't give a shit about PSR. You know what I mean?
Money. Yeah.
Yeah, Newcastle have PSR issues. We don't. We don't have PSR issues. We made 200 million in sales last season. You still have some money there to go and spend on a midfielder or something. Go and get Luciana Gume or something from Sevilla. Someone that can actually play in midfield for us. Someone that can, up until the summer can do a decent job. We go and improve. Go and keep on improving every single season. You don't downgrade, you improve, you upgrade. United have been downgrading year in, year out. You see midfielders at the club getting worse. You signed Ugarte to replace Casemiro. That's the biggest downgrade I've ever seen. Casemiro to Ugarte. Seriously? And this is why I always appreciate Casemiro, man, because I don't care how old he is. He still gives 110% on every given night when he plays for United. And the passion he has, none of these players don't have it. So big up Casemiro, yeah. I know he's on his last legs, but big him up still. Big him up. One of the only few players who actually cares on that pitch. One of the only few players that actually gives a damn. Yeah? But when you look around, you see certain players who just not running or not tracking. You still have players there that have been deadwood for a long time, but you yet still fail to and yet still not refuse to get rid of them. Luke Shaw has not been good enough for United. Why is he still here? Why are you still playing him? Why are you still giving him minutes? What did he do last night? He did absolutely nothing last night. You know what I mean? Luke Shaw in 2025. Seriously, get him gone, man. Get him gone. Get this manager gone. Yeah, and get these fucking owners gone as well. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm actually tired. I'm tired of ranting about this football club. I want us to improve. I want us to get better, man. I want it to be an actual battle on that pitch. You can lose the game against Villa, but don't make it like a frequent thing. Make it like a once in a while thing. You can lose to Aston Villa. That can happen. That shit can happen. But make that once in a while. Don't let that happen on most given weeks. We've won 2 of our last 8 games. 2 of our last 8 games. This Liverpool apparently is in a crisis, but they're above Man United, who's arguably having a much better season than they are in the last few years. It's not a much better season. We've had a better season in 23-24 than we have had this year. We won the FA Cup. We won the League Cup in 22-23, even though we got slapped by Liverpool, and we lost the treble and handed City the treble. So those seasons are still better because we won trophies. If we don't win anything this year, it's not enough. It's not a better season. It's not. It's not. And the owners are down. And I can't even get my words out. These owners are lowering the standards year in, year out. They're lowering the standards year in, year out because you know why? Do you know why? It's because they set low expectations for this football club that have not won for years. But they're penny pinching as well, trying to say, let's just get the next this, the next that. I don't want the next Mbappe. I don't want the next Ronaldo. I just want players that will improve my club now. I want players that will improve my club now. I don't need the next Ronaldo or next Mbappe. I just need players that improve my club. You know what I mean? We just need good players. We just need to sign some good players. You've got the money there. You can go spend it. Don't be scared to spend. The transfer market has crashed. It's broken. It's done. You can't change anything about it now. Players are gonna be worth 100 million. It's unfortunate, but you can't do anything about it. You'll have players for like Elliot Anderson worth 100 million. You can't do much about it. You won't be able to do much about it. You'll have players like Semenyo be worth 80 million soon if you don't go and get his release clause in January. You know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to say. like the transfer market is doomed because players will be gone for 100+ million. It's over. Then soon it'll be 200 plus, 300 plus. It'll increase year in, year out. So don't be scared to spend money. For real. Don't be scared to spend. If you can find a good player for cheap, do it. Sign it. Just take the risk and sign some players. Scout a couple of free agents as well while you're at it. Low risk for free agent signings because they're free agents. You know what I mean? This club is so poorly run, man. It's an absolute joke. Like, since Ineos have come in, it's gotten even worse. We finished even lower since Ineos have come in. Lower and lower and lower. The Glazers, funnily enough, have more standards than Ineos, which I hate, and I hate both of them. I hate the Glazers and I hate Ineos. But the Glazers have more standards than Ineos. They would have sacked Ten Hag earlier. They would have sacked LBG after winning an FA Cup, which they shouldn't have, but they brought in Mourinho. Fair play. Mourinho won us the Europa League and a League Cup. Our best season post Sir Alex Ferguson by a distance, not even close. That was our best season post Sir Alex Ferguson by a long distance, a long mile. By a long mile. That Europa League win was one of my favorite days post Sir Alex Ferguson. Why? It's because you won a trophy with a proven winner. And I was actually excited. That day I was actually excited. When we won the Europa League, I actually got excited because you know why? We were playing Champions League, but we also won a trophy. So we knew that the winning standards were coming back to United slowly because you knew how to get over the line. You've gone over the line in the FA Cup, you got over the line in the League Cup and the Europa League. So you know how to get over the line. So continue doing that. But what we did was we've downgraded year by year since then. We've downgraded on players, we've downgraded on standards, everything has dropped since that season. And we settled for so less. And now you see trusting processes and projects and all that crap. But once you bring in a Mourinho, what happens? Fans start demanding more. Why? Because he's a proven winner. But you want to give young managers like Amorim time because he's not a proven winner. Managers like Amorim, Ole will take time because why? They're not proven winners like that. But this is why I say the standards have dropped because now you're bringing in managers that only want to learn on the job. Bring managers that are ready to take on the job, not managers that will learn on the job. Bring in managers that will be ready to take on the job from day dot. I don't want to do this Arsenal stuff where he's trusting Mikel Arteta for 5-6 years and you win nothing. I don't want to do this. I don't want to copy Arsenal. I never have. Okay? People think United are not copying Arsenal. We are. There are some fans out there saying we should look what Arsenal are doing. I don't want to look at what Arsenal are doing. I don't want to go trophyless for 5 years. I want to win stuff. You know what I mean? You call me spoiled all you like, but United are built to win trophies. Not so much the players on the pitch, but the history of the club, the legacy of the club is what it is. And I know I've gone like a 40-minute rant about United, but I can continue going on more and more. But I have a lot more to say. I have a lot more to say. Trust me. But we can just end it here on United. Unless you guys have anything more to add, please do. Because I'm willing to listen to what you might have to say. I'm tired, man. I really am sick and tired of this crap that I see on a weekly basis. And I see people accepting it like as if it's some achievement. Seriously. Go on, Prophet. If you want anything.
Yeah, but it's been like this for years now for you guys, isn't it?
It'll continue to be like this
for years. Yeah, it'll continue as well, isn't it? You, Arsenal, both of you, man, are in the mud, isn't it?
Arsenal will win the Premier League before United.
Yeah.
They'll win a Premier League before us. It's evident. They'll win a Prem before us. No, they will.
They won't.
No, they will. They will. We won't win the Premier League, but they won't win. We won't win the Premier League for ages. They'll win a Premier League before us.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, in their dreams.
But I'm not trying to copy Arsenal in terms of like processes and projects and whatnot. But they're going to win the Premier before us.
Mm.
They have a higher chance to do it because they finish higher than us in the table every single season. So it's obvious they have a higher chance because they finish higher. You know what I mean? Our biggest chance was in 2021. We had a good run to the end of the season that year. Sheffield United, we dropped points to. Crystal Palace, we dropped points to. We only finished behind City by like 8 points or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but something like that. Something of that sort. You know what I mean? We dropped points to easy teams. We shouldn't have. You know what I mean? We should have beaten clubs. We should have. We slapped teams. We did, but we dropped points to teams we shouldn't have dropped points to. So, like I said, results wise, and
I think
sorry, let me say this real quick. Yeah, if
No,
Solskjaer would have won trophies, I'd have backed him. Because Solskjaer actually got us like second and third in his like first 2 seasons. Like, fair enough, but back it up with the trophies as well. That the collective unit, like, that would have been perfect. If you would have won us a couple trophies in the first year that you got us top 4, fair enough. I'd have backed you endlessly. But this is not what I want to back. I don't want to back 15th in European final bottle to Spurs. Don't want that. I want United to continue climbing up, rising higher in terms of standards, winning. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I don't want standards to drop year in, year out because of what we're becoming. What we should become is what we should be. We should become Premier League champions or Premier League title contenders, not mid-table, not mid-table, consistent mid-table. We spent over $1 billion. We spent nearly $2 billion since Fergie retired. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? Sorry, Prophet. I didn't mean to cut you off there, bro. I had to get my point across.
No, I was just gonna say, but I think if United had kept Ragnick around, you would have been better off. To be fair,
not as manager, but as
sporting director, yeah, because he did say, to be fair, you need open heart surgery. I think you kept him around, you probably would have been cleaned up by now. When was that? 21, 22, was it? Yeah, you would have been in a relatively good position now if he'd stayed.
I hear you, bro. 100%. I agree with you in terms of like standards. He'd level it. He'd just like, can't even talk. He'd increase the standards. He'd increase the standards for sure. But it's about the players on the pitch as well. Don't know if some of them have the corner split for United. I don't know.
I hate it, man.
Don't know what they do.
It's mad. When I look at you owners, when I look at Arsenal's owners, I just think to myself, you know what, FSG aren't too bad, you know, compared to the Glazers and the Cronkies.
I didn't want FSG. I personally, as a United fan, not a United fan, but as a, I support the Red Sox. I don't like FSG because they sold our best player last season.
Yeah. So, yeah, I hear that they don't even care about the Red Sox, to be fair. Like,
all they've done was improve the locker room. That's all they've ever done. They've improved the locker room with the money that they have. They've done fuck all. They let go of Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. And then they won the World Series. So letting go of good players in the past is just not done well for. And FSG tried to buy the Celtics as well. I was like, don't you dare! I will riot if you buy the Celtics. And they didn't. Luckily, a true Boston Celtics fan bought the Celtics. So thankfully, that's all well and clear now. So yeah, but sorry, bro. Go on.
But now, bro, I think everyone's got shit owners, man. Bar Manchester City, we've all got shit owners, in it.
Chelsea have good owners.
Chelsea, but I think they're a bit. I'm undecided on them because I feel like they have ambition, but then I feel like they also don't have ambition. If you know what I'm trying to say,
it's good. Like, they actually splash money where their mouth is. You know what I mean? They actually spend. They actually throw the money where their mouth is. You know what I mean? Like, they actually spend a lot. That's the one thing about Chelsea. They're not scared to spend money. They'll sell if it's not working. They'll bin a player off in 1 year if he's not good enough. They don't need him or something like that. They're like, fair play. They actually can do something like that. Our owners are just like, oh, let's buy our player, let's keep him for years and let's see how he turns out. And if he's deadwood, he'll linger around the football club and earn more money for free. Not that I care. It's the Glazers' money. I hope it drains out. I hope they go. That's what I want. But yeah. But anyways, that's all my thoughts on United, and that's everyone's thoughts on United. The rest of the results in the league, let me just read you the rest of the results. Obviously, Leeds slapped Palace 4-1. We spoke a bit about that one already. Just the results real quick. Wolves lost to Brentford 2-0. Wolves are gone, in my opinion. Brighton drew 0-0 with Sunderland. Bournemouth drew 1-1 at home against Burnley. And tonight, Fulham against Forest. We'll speak about the game on Friday if any of you watch it, and then we'll be back to preview the game on Friday. In terms of FPL, I got 79 points as of right now. 78 points. Haaland 32 points. Bruno Fernandes 40 got injured. Kelleher 13. Guehi 1. Timber 6. Senesi 4. Semenyo 10. Minte 3. Bruno Fernandes 1 off with an injury. Saka 3. Foden 3. Haaland 32 with captain Thiago with 2 points. 78 points. That's all I can really say about FPL. Anyone add anything before we close out? Any of the games, any of the results? You want to speak about the Premier League or anything the rest of the league? You want to mention something?
For me, man.
Cool. Anyways, guys, I am gonna head out. I'll see in a bit if we're doing the Prem show or the NBA show. I'll let you guys know again. But big up to you guys. Subscribe to King's channels and Prophet's channels. Please, guys, let them know what you got coming up and let them know where they can find you as well. I've put your links there, but let them know what plans you have. And obviously, big up to you guys. And I apologize for going on such a long rant about United, but
It's all good, man. It's all good. So yeah, Liverpool Prophet. Nothing. There'll probably be a transfer related video tomorrow coming out. Other than that, I'll probably be taking Wednesday and Thursday off because of Christmas. Back on Friday, of course, as well. So yeah.
King, we got coming up, bro. Big up to you, man.
Was able to get tickets to Algeria v Sudan. Yeah, so I was able to get tickets to Algeria v Sudan, so I'm gonna go watch that. Do a vlog for that one, maybe. See what we can do, and then yeah, I'll be here, there, maybe. I don't think I'll do any watch-alongs until probably I come back. So AFCON watch-alongs for the later rounds when I get back. But yeah, I'll try to do some vlogs for the 3 games I'm gonna go watch.
Okay. And I'll try and do the NBA show in a bit if I can, people. I'll try and bring up to you guys. Hit the like button.
Can you do it tomorrow?
We did the predictions for the Monday's games already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow. So if you're free tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see once this finishes.
We can do it tomorrow. I can hear the background. Apologies for that, people. King's got some people in the background, but the word is all good. I'll try and get the NBA show sorted. If not today, tomorrow. But if I do it today, then I do apologize because obviously tomorrow is another day. I don't think I'll be able to do shows. I think I have one more show tomorrow, but I'm not so sure what. I'll try and get that sorted. But Prophet, I will see you on Friday for the Prem show if you're free.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Cool. Bye, everyone, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. See you guys tomorrow for the other shows. But big up, like, share, subscribe. Fuck United.